Welcome into this edition of ACAP Today for the week of July 4th, 2022. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. Happy Independence Day week to all of you. On this special edition of ACAP Today, we're going to talk about Goose Chase and the ACAP scavenger hunt. It's a little bit of a fun theme this week since we're celebrating Independence Day and it's a little bit more relaxed in the summertime. So we're going to speak with three of our ACAP team members, from our Human Resource Director, Alyssa Levesque, to Sherry Locke, who's our Director of Community Engagement and Advancement, as well as Brynn Wilcox, who oversees some of our youth programs here at ACAP, all to talk about how we're engaging the community with this new tool, the ACAP scavenger hunt. But before we do that, we are first going to get to the news and information that you can use, again, for this Independence Day, this week of July 4th, 2022. And we do wish all of you the happiest of holiday this week. Just as a reminder, our offices are closed on Monday, but we will be open Tuesday through Friday, and are looking forward to connecting with many of you in this coming week, this Independence Day week. We begin our news segment with this. ACAP in this most recent week just released our ACAP strategic plan. It's a 5-year strategic plan that starts this year and runs through 2027. The plan is based upon what we heard from all of you last year in the community assessment, the countywide Aroostook County Community Needs Assessment that we conducted, and that over 1,000 of you participated in one way or another, whether it was completing a survey or participating in a focus group. Essentially, what we heard from you was that there are 5 areas that you wanted us to focus on and that presented the greatest community need at this point. Those can be seen there on your screen. They're increasing access to affordable quality childcare, increasing access to affordable housing, enhancing what we call holistic person-centered healthcare, which includes everything from social determinants of health to behavioral health and others, and strengthening employment opportunities and practices, and of course, increasing access to transportation. ACAP's new strategic plan is available on our website. If you look under the News and Publications section tab, you will see a number of publications, including the community assessment and this newly released strategic plan. What you're seeing here on your screen are some of our community level and agency level indicators that we're working on over the next 5-year period to hopefully help make a difference and make an impact in these 5 overarching areas. This does not mean it's the only work that ACAP's going to focus on for the next 5 years, but these are the 5 key focus areas. We invite you to contact us to look at the strategic plan on the website, and of course, give us a call if you have any questions or if you would like to be a part of it, because all of what we're looking at doing here involves engaging multiple community partners in multiple ways, and we are looking forward to working with many of our current partners and other new partners on working on these particular areas of our strategic plan in the next 5 years. We move on now to share with you that we are very excited. We're coming off of a great weekend of Holton's Midnight Madness activity and recent times at Mapleton Days, and also Pride Aroostook. This is the best time of year from my perspective in Aroostook County, when so many community members are able to connect with one another at community festivals and events. And after 3 years or 2 years of really not having full-fledged community festivals and events because of the pandemic, communities are celebrating in force again. We're looking forward to upcoming events like the Maine Potato Blossom Festival, the Acadian Festival, and others throughout Aroostook County in the coming weeks and months ahead. And we're letting you know that we're there. We're there from the Thursdays on Sweden Street in Caribou to the Presque Isle Riverside Rockin' on Riverside event. So we're very happy about that. These are some pictures from our recent weekend of activity, and we're looking forward to connecting with you at these summer festivals and events to talk about the more than 40 programs and services that ACAP offers. Now, one of the things that we're connecting with folks on, and we're going to talk about a little bit later in this broadcast, is ACAP's Summer Scavenger Hunt. And this, by all means, is open to community members and community members of all ages. It does use a mobile cell phone app, so we're encouraging folks that if they have questions about that, they can connect with folks at ACAP's booth at various events to learn how to be able to download that app and to be able to engage in the scavenger hunt. But we're going to talk a lot more about the ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt, which is powered by Goose Chase, in our feature interview, so we'll get to that in just a little bit. We also wanted to share with you that, I'm sorry about the quality of these pictures, but our ACAP Centennial, or 50th anniversary, I should say. We're not 100 years yet, halfway there though. Our 50th anniversary potato plot up in St. John Plantation continues to grow. Is actually doing quite well, and will be blossoming in time for potato blossom season here in just a couple of weeks. We want to thank Don Raymond, who got these pictures, which are much better quality than are indicating here on your screen. They're a little pixelated there. But Don Raymond, who's been going out every couple of weeks or so and taking some brand new pictures of the potato plot. We're very happy to see that happening, and we're looking forward to harvesting it with you, a number of community members, in the fall. If you want to drive by and take a look at it, it's on the St. John Road. It's in St. John between Fort Kent and St. Francis. There's a nice big sign that you can see there on your screen, and you can go ahead and take a look at the beautiful potato field. These are red Norland potatoes, and again, we will be harvesting those. Also, as a heads up, our potato bag design contest ended last Friday, July 1st. Our review team is currently looking at those designs and will be selecting a winner, which we will be announcing at the Maine Potato Blossom Festival Parade on the 16th, Saturday, the 16th of July at 1 o'clock, just before the parade makes its way down Main Street in Fort Fairfield. So we're looking forward to that in a couple of weeks. We also wanted to share with you some news from our WIC team. These are a couple of things that we first shared with you last week, starting last Friday, July 1st. The WIC e-Farmers Market Nutrition Program is now open and running. It's for all participants and those 12 months old and up, with current benefits who receive and will receive an additional $10 for locally grown fruits and vegetables. Any EWIC certified farmer is eligible to take those payments from you. We can certainly help you get registered for that. If you want more information on that, please contact our WIC team. And speaking of farmers markets, the ACAP WIC team farmers market kicks off on July 13th. So in just a couple of weeks time, and that will be from 9 to 4 o'clock at the ACAP office at 771 Main Street in Presque Isle near Walmart. There will be other farmers markets, as a matter of fact, and an additional 6 to those throughout the months of July, August, and into September at that location. And we look forward to being able to serve you and to connect with many of you. You do not have to be a WIC customer to take advantage of the farmers market happening at the location, ACAP location near Walmart. We certainly encourage parents with young children to get enrolled in the WIC program. There are a number of great benefits in addition to helping your child and ensuring they're meeting critical benchmarks in their growth and development. We move on now to share with you an activity for adults and youth where they can really come together to brainstorm ideas and put into plan actions into plan for supporting the LGBTQ+ community and youth in particular here in Aroostook County. This event is happening on July 18th. That is a Monday evening, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. in Collins Pond Park in Caribou. You can also look up more information on that on Facebook, on the Pride Aroostook presence on Facebook, and I'm sure we'll be posting more on our ACAP Facebook presence as the event approaches. If you are in need of additional information or have any questions, pridearoostook@gmail.com is a great address to be able to ask those questions and have them answered. But we're certainly supporting this here at ACAP, and we encourage all adults and youth interested in supporting county youth to attend this worthwhile conversation. We also, speaking of youth, are encouraging youth out there ages 16 through 24 or their parents or guardians who otherwise know and want to connect with them about this wonderful opportunity. If you're currently not attending school but are looking for a job, the Youth Career Counseling Program at ACAP can be a great help to do that. It can help you pay for transportation to and from work, educational advancement opportunities, look at what is out there for you, including special certifications that aren't traditional college experience, looking for what employers are looking for, connecting with employers, and help paying things like childcare, uniforms, work clothes, and learning money management skills and other opportunities. You can connect with our ACAP Workforce Development Team. Kathy Williams' address is there on your screen. Her email address, her phone number is 554-4137 if you would like more information, and we certainly encourage folks to connect with that program. So we've been having a really great time connecting with people throughout Aroostook County. We've nearly filed or are working towards filing nearly 2,000 taxes, state of Maine taxes for individuals who did not file state income taxes in the past year or in the past few years. That's the key to getting and being eligible to receive the $850 relief checks that the state of Maine is putting out as a result of the pandemic. Last week, we held a tax palooza at our 771 Main Street Presque Isle facility near Walmart again, and we served over 200 seniors that day alone. If you are still in need of an appointment, need to have your taxes filed, you have until the 31st of October. We encourage you to reach out to us, 764-3721, and we can schedule you for an appointment and work with what we have for scheduling, and we would be happy to schedule you for this appointment. It doesn't take very long, and it's certainly worthwhile. And in addition to the $850 relief check that it makes you eligible for many people, they're also seeing another return that's coming to their household in addition to the $850 relief check. So it's very worthwhile, especially with the cost of everything these days, to access this benefit payment. We are also reminding folks that the Federal Communications Commission, through the Affordable Connectivity Program, is helping individuals connect by receiving discounts of up to $30 per month toward internet service for eligible households, and up to $75 per month for households on qualifying tribal lands. In addition, eligible households can also receive a one-time discount of up to $100 toward the purchase of some of the hardware, be it a laptop, a desktop computer, or a tablet, if they contribute more than $10 and less than $50 toward the purchase price. So we encourage you to connect with this program, to keep connected. Affordable connectivity can be reached through the fcc.gov website. And if you don't have the connectivity to do that, please give us a call here at ACAP, and we can help you navigate that site remotely through our team of navigators here at ACAP. We also want to remind you that we're in the final days of the Home Energy Assistance Program for the season, the heating season that just passed. Soon our appointments will be going out for a new season that will begin this year in July. We'll start taking appointments this year later this month. These are the income eligibility guidelines for this current season that we're on the tail end of. As soon as we receive information on the new HEAP income eligibility guidelines, we'll be posting those on our website to keep you informed. We do anticipate an increase in the eligibility guidelines, so we think many more Aroostook County households will be eligible in the season that again begins later this month. So if you are and have not yet received HEAP for this year, that this year being up until July 15th, please do give us a call so we can schedule an appointment in these final days of this HEAP season and get you a benefit. Yes, it's summer, and yes, we may not be heating, but any benefit that you receive will be placed on your fuel vendor account, and it will last for up to 18 months or until it's been expired, which happens relatively quickly these days with the price of oil. So we encourage you to reach out to us for a HEAP appointment. And if you do get one in this season and you haven't already, you will also be scheduled for next season as well. So we'll make that appointment automatically for you for next season. We also want to share, as we have been, that for homeowners, there is a Maine Home Assistance Fund program available for those who have been impacted by the pandemic. It's a free federal relief program for homeowners that have been, again, financially impacted by COVID-19, a much higher threshold of eligibility than the rental assistance program that you may be familiar with. It helps individuals, households that are behind on their mortgage, that have basically worked with their lender and have tried everything but are still persisting on being behind on their mortgage. Their property tax or utility payments and are at risk. It's basically you're at risk for foreclosure in this program. It can provide up to $25,000 per eligible household. If you are really challenged with this right now, we are encouraging you to fill out an application. Maine.gov/home assist is the place to apply electronically, or you can call our agency. Noah Pelletier is available to help you. He is providing that service to us. You can call and ask for the home assistance, homeowner assistance fund through the pandemic. Call our main number 764-3721, and they can connect you for assistance in completing the online application if that's required. We also want to remind folks that for a limited time, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program is still available until funds run out, and for households who are eligible, and for a period of time that includes about 12, what they call 12 units, which may last up to a year or until funds run out. Important to note here, the income eligibility guidelines have changed. They're now on your screen. In addition to that, important to note that it takes about 4 to 8 weeks from the time you initiate an application until it is paid out. And it is paid directly to the landlord and or utility company in most cases. So we want to encourage you to visit mainrentrelief.com if you have not applied yet to start the application process, or again, call us at 764-3721 and we can help you complete the application online. This is for renters who meet the income eligibility guidelines. We also, again, have been telling you that our Head Start and Early Head Start registration for prenatal children or prenatal parents expecting a child through 5 years is now available for this fall. Please give us a call at 554-4176 or go to acap-me.org and complete the application online. It's accessible through our early care and education programs under programs on the ACAP website. We also want to share with you some new news that many of you may be aware of, that Maine kids now ages 6 months to 5 years are eligible to get vaccinated against COVID-19 after federal regulators, in fact, approved both Pfizer and Moderna vaccines for young children. Please do connect with your child's pediatrician or your medical provider. That's the best advice that we have for you at this time. The Pfizer vaccine is administered in 3 doses, while Moderna vaccine in just 2 doses. A 3rd dose may be approved at some point. Both child vaccines come in significantly smaller doses than their adult counterparts, but now this final segment of our population is eligible to be vaccinated, and we encourage you again to connect with your healthcare provider to make the decision that is best for you and your family. And also another thing that folks are encouraging, if you do have a scheduled appointment in the coming weeks with your medical provider, with your child's pediatrician, that is an ideal time to talk about the vaccine and to get your child vaccinated. We are not aware of any large vaccination clinics for this pediatric population in Aroostook County at this time, but do reach out to your healthcare provider and they can connect you with the service at that time. We are also continuing to monitor COVID-19 levels in Aroostook County, and we are pleased to report that Aroostook County remains in the green. But if you have not yet been vaccinated, and again, this is now for anybody 6 months of age and older, you can go to the maine.gov/COVID-19/vaccines website to get a list of locations near you where vaccines are being administered. In addition, don't let transportation be an impediment. If you need a ride, there's a free vaccine ride program being offered by DHHS. The contact number is there on your screen. They ask for a 48-hour in advance notice. Also, if you are looking for free COVID-19 at-home tests, they have ordered or made available a 3rd set of 4 free at-home COVID-19 tests through the covidtest.gov website. There's also accesscovidtest.org if you haven't already applied for your household for that set. Each of those kits has 5 tests in it. We encourage you to have some on hand in the event that you need them for your family. And lastly, in our COVID-19 segment here, we want to remind folks that if you are asked to isolate or quarantine as a result of a COVID-19 diagnosis, we do have temporary help available with things like grocery and meal delivery, providing assistance to stay safely at home. Please give us a call at 764-3721 if we can be of any assistance to you as it relates to this. You can also go to the Department of Health and Human Services website, where you can access COVID quarantine social supports. If you have family living outside the area who find themselves within the state of Maine in this predicament, you can also go online. Local CAP agencies across the state are providing this service, and the local CAP agency in that area would be dispatched to respond to that COVID-19 community support request. And lastly, if we have not talked about something in this broadcast and you are in need of assistance that we haven't covered, or if you're in need of assistance that we have covered, a great resource is to call our team of navigators at 764-3721. They're very aware of services that we both offer here at ACAP as well as our community partners provide, and they would be very happy to connect you with the appropriate service that would be a benefit to you and your family at this time. So that's this week's news and information that you can use for this, again, the week of July 4th, 2022. Now we're transitioning into our feature interview, and I'm so pleased to welcome back to the program guests who are becoming quite familiar to us. First of all, Sherry Locke, ACAP's Director of Advancement. Sherry, great to have you back on the program.
Thank you for inviting me.
And Alyssa Levesque, who's made an appearance a couple of times before. Alyssa is our Director of Human Resources here at ACAP. Alyssa, welcome back.
Thank you.
And Brynn Wilcox, who's a very familiar face, especially in recent weeks. She's made a number of appearances, and we're very happy to welcome you back, Brynn, especially as this new thing that we're doing is a great opportunity to engage youth. And I know that you work very closely with youth, so we're happy to get your perspective on that and welcome you back.
Happy to be back.
All right, so Sherry, let's begin with you about this ACAP scavenger hunt, the summer scavenger hunt that we're offering to the community. There's been a lot of buzz about it, and I know that we've had a number of people sign up, but there's still time, even though it began last week or a couple of weeks ago now. It's running for a bit here, and it's a great opportunity. So tell people about this ACAP summer scavenger hunt.
Absolutely. So when we started planning our anniversary year celebrations and outreach, and we were really thinking about what we could do to really engage the community, let them know more about ACAP, the programs and services that we provide, the people that work at ACAP, and really what we're all about as an agency. We wanted to do something very different. So as a group, we came up with doing a scavenger hunt, and we're doing it through a platform called Goose Chase. So folks would download it either on their phone, and it is eligible to be downloaded on an Apple phone or any other kind of phone that you have. And it is an app. And once you download that app, you just select the game code, which you'll see right on the flyer Jason's showing. And that will bring you right in. You'll see an ACAP logo, and you'll see 50 missions for 50 days. So what we did is we worked as a team to come up with 50 missions for folks to do. You don't have to do them, and you don't have to do one a day. You can do them as quickly as you'd like. And it's all kinds of different missions to, again, introduce people to some of the services that ACAP offer, but also to get people out into the community during this beautiful time of year. Our summer months are really gorgeous, and to get folks out in the community, enjoying those events, enjoying the landscaping here in Aroostook County and everything summer has to offer. So the Goose Chase launched on June 21st. We thought that was fitting for the first day of summer, and will run through August 10th. We are encouraging folks to download the app and either play as a family, play as an individual, maybe play as an organization. And then we do have some prizes available at the end. We did launch, as Jason said, a couple weeks ago. We've seen a lot of people download and playing the app. We've seen young children, we've seen teenagers, we've seen adults, we've seen some of our ACAP employees. It really is great because once you download the game and you start the missions, you can also see a news feed of other folks that are playing and some of the photos that they're submitting or some of the information they're submitting. So it really is a great way to connect us throughout Aroostook County.
So I'm going to show a quick screenshot of that in just a moment here, but Alyssa, talk about the fact that we actually tested this. We piloted it here in the agency, and as Director of Human Resources, you have the opportunity to connect this platform with our employees and allow them to sort of play around and enjoy another contest in Goose Chase that's running parallel to this one. So talk about that one.
Yeah, absolutely. When I first learned about Goose Chase, I actually believe it was Brynn that introduced this concept, and I got really excited about it because it seemed like a really great idea to get employees engaged in some of the orientation and onboarding tasks that we would typically have staff do. So that's kind of where we started, and then we were like, we need this to be as much fun as possible, so a little bit of healthy competition. So we started to build in some of those fun things. Some of those fun picture taking activities. And so it has been really, really easy for staff to use. It's super engaging, fun, and it has really provided us an opportunity to help our staff get to know each other and to bond and to learn about the agency and the programs that we have available. So overall, it's been really successful. We have over 70 participants and 1,800 missions that have been completed. So it's been such a great tool to help achieve all of those things that I listed.
So Brynn, before we get to talking about the youth component, I do have a screen share here of what the ACAP one looks like. So if you could talk folks through maybe a little bit about this. You can see on one, I took a screenshot on one side there of the challenges. These are the ACAP individual employee challenges, the community challenges, and then the leaderboard on the other side. Talk about the process, how people play and engage.
Had to find my mouse there. So essentially you click on, or like tap, because it's a screen. You tap on one of the challenges. It'll bring you to either an opportunity to take a picture, to upload a picture from your camera roll, or to type in your answer. And then as soon as you hit submit, it awards you the points, and you in real time get to watch yourself like climb the leaderboard, which is really fun. Clearly, I am not in the top 10 right now. um, just a little miffed, but it's fine. I'll catch up. It's been super fun. It's like team building, but for the whole agency. They're super simple. The directions are super clear. If you can post something to Facebook, you can do a Goose Chase challenge. It's even easier than Facebook. There's less steps. So it really is fun for not just like young people and young families, but also a great way for everyone of all ages in our community to engage.
Which is exactly why you brought it to our attention, Brynn, because I know that you do a lot of work with youth. And this is really a great tool to engage youth in our community, especially as we head into summer vacation. Talk about, what you were thinking and your vision about bringing this into Aroostook County and how it's working to engage youth and how we're hoping it's going to even engage more.
Yeah. So initially this Goose Chase started as an idea within the prevention team. My teammate Chas Holland actually showed me Goose Chase, and we're like, oh, this is so cool. And then Sherry got a hold of it and brought it to Alyssa and brought it to the whole. We ended up where we are now with agency and our community-wide Goose Chase. But initially we started it because it's a remote way to build community. COVID was in a much higher swing when we first kind of started forming this idea than it is now, and we're so lucky to be able to go in person and interact. But there are a lot of young people who during summer vacation don't have that ability. Whether it's they can't drive, they don't have a car, they have to stay home with younger siblings, or they have to babysit, they have to work. So by being able to upload a picture of something outside your window and get points for it, and be able to compete with each other, to see what other folks in the community, other folks their age are doing, it's a really unique opportunity, and it's also really fun. I've seen firsthand young people have an absolute ball with it. Presque Isle High School actually did one for their project grad. And you think like a digital scavenger hunt, you'll just kind of sit in one place, but we watched students run all over the high school looking for different things. And I know I was part of the team that helped Sherry come up with some of our community challenges, and some of them are stuff you can upload, but some of it will actually take these young people out into our communities, or even just their backyard, just to get them outside somewhere different and able to participate. We're hoping to do, our prevention impact team is hoping to do maybe a back to school one, or one focused just for youth later this summer. But yeah, so excited. I'm really excited and hopeful for this.
It really is exciting, Brynn, and quite frankly, from the work that you're doing with the prevention team, it really weaves in a lot of what all of our prevention programs are doing. I mean, it's encouraging healthy living, it's encouraging physical activity in some cases, it's encouraging obviously that intellectual connection in terms of some of the trivia contests that are in there. So it's really and at the same time, the fact that it's using this electronic platform really goes well with what youth are looking for today, when that the phone is in their hands on a regular basis. So why not? I mean, this actually encourages them to look up from the phone and engage. So kudos to you for bringing it here and for getting it off to such a great start. I'm really excited about the additional opportunities that it brings to our community, and I think we're looking at it from that perspective as well, Sherry, the community engagement perspective. your thoughts as I talked about us heading out into the community this summer. It's a great way for us to engage community members beyond just that initial sort of one-time connection that we're making with them at those summer festivals.
Absolutely. And some of the early feedback that we're getting is, oh, I didn't know ACAP did that, or I didn't know you offered that program. We're having families with younger children, preteens, playing this and learning about their community. One of the missions is to take a snapshot of your local healthcare provider. So, kids are really going out, and this is where I go to the doctor, and why is it important to go to the doctor every year? And, so it's really opening up a lot of those conversations for families with children as well, which I think is great. And I think the piece that Aroostook County folks like the most is that leaderboard. And, you find that $1,000 point question, and you can move up really fast. But it's also giving people ways to engage in the community. There's a piece about volunteering. There's a piece about making donations, a piece about going out into the community and finding, an event or going for a hike. So there really is something for everyone. And it really is fun.
Yeah, Alyssa, I think that the ACAP team members themselves have found that to be the case. It's been a great opportunity for us to connect staff members to staff members and to learn about the agency. We've seen obviously a number of new staff members come into the agency. Our agency's grown by about 50 people in our workforce over the last couple of years. This has really provided a unique opportunity for us to connect because they're spread out across Aroostook County.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the missions involve having to connect with your peers and to learn about the different programs in other locations. So it is encouraging that outreach that we really want to see. And, hopefully it will create something that's more organic and people will feel comfortable doing that. We hope to be able to sustain this and continue to use this going forward as an interactive way for our staff to engage with each other. And like I said before, with orientation and onboarding, there's a whole boring checklist of things that have to be done. But I'll tell you what, if you put a leaderboard in there, it definitely gets people moving.
I'll tell you right now, I was in Walmart recently and I had two employees come up to me because one of the challenges is to take a selfie with the CEO. And I was in the produce section and I think people thought paparazzi had arrived on the scene because there I am suddenly with employees asking, can I take a selfie with you? So it's been fun, I think, across the board for all of us who have been engaged in any way. And really, in terms of us celebrating our 50th anniversary, I think people have also had the opportunity through this process to learn more about not only the history and the reason why ACAP is here, but the community action movement across the country as well, from that perspective, Alyssa.
Yeah, no, it's been such a wonderful opportunity for us, and I really appreciate that it came up.
Brynn, what's your favorite part of watching people engage on this platform, whether it be youth or others?
So like the ACAP, like our internal one that we're doing, the best part is when it's someone that you've overtaken on the leaderboard by like one challenge. And they like poke their head in your office and like, what the heck, you're beating me. And then so they go out and do a challenge. So it's that it's the friendly competition of it. Full disclosure, when I started the ACAP one, I didn't know we were playing for prizes. I thought we were just playing to play. So I got really excited, and then I walked into the break room and saw like the little flyer on the fridge, and I'm like, oh, okay, like we're actually playing for things.
Yeah.
So I think just it's low stakes, like healthy competition that's just accessible to everyone, and I think deep down everybody likes to like win and be successful. So it's just fun to see people get like friendly competitive.
And Sherry Locke, also from your perspective, in addition to that camaraderie and the friendly rivalry that exists, there are a number of challenges both on the ACAP side. Alyssa talked about engaging employees and helping them to better understand and learn about the agency in a way that's not sort of just a dry orientation presentation, if you will. Not that those are at all, Alyssa. But Sherry, in terms of what I'm also seeing and hearing, is people of all ages are engaging in meaningful ways of serving their community through this platform.
That's exactly right. I mentioned it earlier, but there are opportunities to volunteer and to talk about where you volunteer and why. There are, there's a mission to make a donation to a local community cupboard or the community closet. So, we're getting photos with folks, having 1 bag or 10 bags of clothing or, a whole bunch of groceries that they're picking up at the grocery store, making that donation. So I think it's reminding people about who we are as a community here in Aroostook County, and just, giving them that gentle nudge to do some of those things that we may have gotten out of practice during the pandemic, but people are certainly back out and about. The other piece that I like about our community Goose Chase is we're able to not only talk about ACAP and our history, but we're able to talk about our community partners. And I think that's something that's so important to us, are those relationships with partners and the way that they support our community. So there are some opportunities for us to highlight our partners, and we're always happy to do that.
So let's talk about these prizes, because there are prizes, as Brynn pointed out, there are prizes in the ACAP Employee one, but we have prizes here, as noted, $300 first prize, second prize is $200, and then third is $100. Sherry, there are obviously, if I was looking at the ACAP leaderboard, which we just shared, I'll bring back up on the screen here. There are, like, I think 6 people tied for first place. So that could happen in the community contest as well. Tell me, how will those prizes be distributed in both the employee and the community contest?
The most important questions we've been asked. So for the first prize, it is $300, and we're hopefully that the winner of this will use that money to help, prices are going up quickly, so they can use that in the way that works best for them. But first prize is $300, and that will be randomly drawn for our folks who have over 20,000 points. So, there could be 20 or 30 people in that category. We'll draw one individual. Second place is $200. And that will be for someone between 15,000 points and 19,999 points. And again, as many folks as we have, and we'll do a random drawing. Same thing for third place, which is $100 between 10,000 and 14,999 points. So there'll be 3 winners. And just to be clear, it'll be 3 winners per account. So if you are a family or an organization, you're going to have to split the prize. But we really wanted to have different layers. We didn't want someone to be discouraged if they decided to sign up for Goose Chase August 1st. We didn't want them to be like, I cannot do these 50 missions, but they might be able to get to the 10,000 point level. So something totally for everyone, and you have just as great a chance of winning. As long as you hit the 10,000 points, you'll be entered in for one of the drawings.
And Alyssa, I'm notoriously known for not having the top shelf technological skills, and even I was able to donate or not donate, download the app. So it's pretty easy. If you could just share what do you do basically to get to that app and get it on your phone?
Basically, if you just do a search for Goose Chase in the App Store, that simple, and then we sent out instructions like what you had shown earlier on screen that tells you what to search for once you have that app downloaded. It's just so easy. Like Brynn said, you just tap on a mission and you can enter in your answer or just snap a quick pic. It lets you do it all right through the app, so you don't have to do any special take a picture and upload it or anything. I mean, you can do that, but it's also built right in to make it a lot easier to use.
Awesome. Brynn, last word is yours on the ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt. I know that you're excited about this tool. What would you say to folks out there considering getting on board and playing?
Just do it. It's super fun. It's really, really accessible to just about everyone. And it'll be a good time. Even if you don't win, it's fun to see yourself climb the leaderboard, and it's always satisfying to get to engage with your community and community members. So.
Right. Well, Brynn Wilcox, Sherry Locke, and Alyssa Levesque, I thank you so much for joining me on this 4th of July week edition of ACAP Today, where we kind of took a little bit of time to talk about something that's really fun and enjoyable, and something that people throughout Aroostook County can enjoy throughout the summer months here, these fleeting summer months in Aroostook County. So please do consider looking it up. Goose Chase, get it downloaded on your phone and get the ACAP Summer Scavenger Hunt. You'll have a really good time and a chance to win some great prizes as well. So again, thank you to our guests. Before we leave all of you out there, and we gave you a little bit of a preview in some of the technical challenges I was having there earlier, but throwback snapshot of the week, where we every week this year are taking you back in time during ACAP's 50-year history to a throwback snapshot. And this week, the picture that Sherry Locke has chosen for us is the picture from 30 years ago, when we were celebrating 20 years of caring for people in Aroostook County at a staff appreciation event. And of course, we want to take an opportunity, and it's great that we have Alyssa, our Director of Human Resources, on this week's program, because it really is, we're a people-to-people business, and the great work that we're able to do out there in the community is to the credit of our dedicated team here, whether they're in prevention like Brynn, or working with children in classrooms like our early care and education staff, workforce development team, home energy assistance program, or energy program teams, weatherization, and many others across Aroostook County. We say thank you to you. This was also a bit of a wake-up call for me, in that in 1992, I graduated from high school, which means that that was 30 years ago this year, and this really made me feel very old. So I want to say thank you to Sherry for selecting this picture and reminding me of my own mortality in this particular case. So thank you for that, Sherry. And that's this week's edition of ACAP Today. We hope you have a great week. Enjoy this beautiful Aroostook County summer. We'll see you out and about at events in the coming weeks, including the Maine Potato Blossom Festival coming right up here in Aroostook County. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you right back here next week with another edition of ACAP Today. See you, everyone.